Hello, welcome to the art show. I am your host, SIRRON Norris. You might know me from shows like Bob's Burgers. I am here in San Francisco, California, and I want to teach you all about art. Let's go. Okay, coronavirus still exists. There are no more art shows. You really need to wash your hands. I just wore a shirt for the first time today with buttons, and I do have shoes on. That's big news for me today. I also have 3 dogs and one of them has diarrhea. Okay, on to the weather. Currently, we are in the Mission District of San Francisco, commonly known for having the best weather in the city. Currently, it's 58 degrees and overcast. The weather sucks. Okay, welcome back. Now, one of my favorite things to draw is cartoons. In fact, I make a living off drawing cartoons, so I know a little bit what I'm talking about here. Now check this out. This is my blue bear. He's looking straight at you. Now, if you open up comic books or look at any kind of cartoons, they're normally gonna have their heads slightly turned. They're gonna save something like this for if the characters really get shocked, or if you're looking at a comic book, they'll save that for the last page for when the character is really looking into the camera. So what I wanna do is, I'm here to step up your cartooning game. So if you think about it, this character's face is looking straight at you. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw just a circle. You can do any shape that you want, okay? But try to make it round, it'll make it a lot easier. Now what I wanna do is I wanna draw characters in 3/4 perspective. So that means head slightly turned. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this circle right here and I'm gonna try to make sure that it looks a little bit more 3-dimensional, okay? So now, if this is my eye line, my character is looking that way, okay? Now, real quick, if I want my character to look up, then it's super easy. All I do is take my eye line and put it up. So now my character is looking up. Same thing with down. Now my character can look down. Okay, let's go over to the drawing board and let's draw a character. Okay, welcome back. We're here on 24th Street in the Mission District. This is my studio. We're about to draw. All you need right now for this exercise is a pencil, an ink pen, and just a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Now I'm gonna take this paper and put it portrait position, so I can use the whole entire paper up and down. I'm gonna draw a character from head to toe, so I wanna make sure that I have enough space for the whole character to fit, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw the head. Now that's what we talked about in the last segment, is how to draw a 3/4 perspective head. This time, what I wanna do is I wanna draw a 3/4 perspective head up, okay? So I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a nice head. Now I wanna make sure, I'm gonna drop it a little bit lower. I wanna make sure that I have enough space for this character. It's always important to have good spatial relationships on your paper, so you're not gonna cut anything off like the arm or the leg or anything like that. I'm gonna make 3/4 perspective up, okay? So I'm gonna take my eye line and I'm gonna put it way up, okay? 3/4 perspective up. Okay, now what I wanna do is I wanna add a neck, okay? So I'm just gonna try to kind of draw a neck right off of this kind of bubble head. Now, I need everybody to understand, I am not here to teach you how to draw like me. So if you have your own style, your own character, I just ask that you just apply what you're learning right now to your own style and your own character. Okay, I'm gonna draw a neck to this character. I'm gonna try to draw a torso here. Now, depending on how you want this character to be, more masculine or more feminine, or more muscles or less muscles, you're gonna kind of take this chest area right here and you're gonna try to make that a little bit more big or small or whatever appropriate to the kind of character that you wanna draw. I'm just gonna kind of make the midsection right here. I'm gonna kind of try to take this all the way to the crotch area right here. I do this line right here in the middle just to kind of continue with my 3/4 perspective line. But if you feel like it's muddying up your work, don't do it, okay? Okay, I am going to put my legs on this character. I'm gonna kind of take them right off these hips areas right here, and I'm just gonna take them straight to the knee. That's about what I wanna do right now. I don't wanna go any further than that. I'm gonna take up my other knee right here. Same thing, I like to have it come right off the hips like that. I'm not gonna make this guy too muscle or anything too significant. I'm just gonna have a really kind of skinny body. I'm gonna start doing these calves, the rest of the leg here. Nothing too simple, but if you do see, I am kind of tapering my legs. Now that's my style, you do not have to do that. When I mean tapering, I just mean that I'm taking my lines and I'm kind of bringing them closer together, which kind of represents muscle and bone on a character. You do not have to do that. You could have a way more simplified character than that. I'm gonna draw the foot out here. Again, this is just bones. I'm gonna actually apply clothes and all that stuff onto this character. Now, you know what? I feel like this character right now has a little bit of action in his legs, but he's standing. And so I'm going to kind of continue with this character in some kind of protest mode. I'm black, and this movement that we're going through right now, Black Lives Matter, I think it's really important, and I think it's cool to be able to learn how to draw a character that is kind of celebrating this movement. I have this character right here. Right now, it looks like an alien from another planet, but we can move forward and put arms on this thing and really kind of continue with this character's journey and its purpose. I'm gonna go ahead and put shoulders on this character right now. I'm just gonna put, this isn't some muscle character right here, so I'm just gonna put little shoulders, okay? Just something where I can kind of connect the arms off of, okay? I'm gonna do one more shoulder over here, but you have to understand that this character's 3/4 perspective, so you're only gonna see so much of this. It's best to just draw the whole thing, but just draw it inset like that, just so you're not kind of compartmentalizing your drawings, and things will kind of be a little bit more fluid that way. Okay, let's draw our arm, our fist up, okay? Let's really kind of try to do this. Let's really kind of try to send this energy. Now, when we put our fists up, our arms are gonna bend a little bit. So let's just take our arms up and take them straight to the elbows first, okay? So I'm gonna take this arm up and let's just take it straight to the elbow. I'm gonna taper it a little bit. Again, you don't have to do that. You could make it just completely straight, whatever kind of style that you want. I'm gonna do the forearm now, okay? I'm gonna overlap. It's really important that I'm gonna overlap this next shape with the forearm. It'll be tapered over that first shape that we did on the arm, just because it makes it connect a little bit better. It's not kind of looking like we're drawing a robot. Okay, boom. We've got that arm. Now let's do the fist. Now hands are really hard. I'm still terrible at hands. The best thing I can do is just try to do it as simple as possible. So work with me here. Let's do it. Okay, I'm actually just gonna take a square. I'm just gonna kind of take this square, but I'm kind of gonna tilt it a little bit and skew it, okay? So it's kind of on a little bit of an angle, okay? Now, you have to assume that this person, you're kind of seeing it from the bottom a little bit, or if you're not really that tall, you know, you could kind of see the person looking up. So I think the most important thing is when we have this like rectangle right here, is this thumb. This thumb is gonna pretty much take over this whole hand right here. So it's gonna take over a significant part, and this is kind of technically closer to you, so it's really gonna cover this finger. You're not gonna see that much of it. This one, you might not see that much of it either, because it's still covered up by that thumb, and then one more, and then one more, okay? Boom, so you got that fist up there. Okay, let's get this other arm down here, okay? I'm going to draw this other arm. I'm gonna taper it. I'm gonna bring it straight out like this. And let's try to do a foreshortening. Let's try to do a character that is holding a sign, okay, too. I mean, this is like full on protest mode here. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna have this sign sticking out at us, okay? So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of foreshortening, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this arm to the elbow like I did, and I'm just gonna draw a circle, okay? I'm gonna draw a circle like that. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of do some nice tapered lines from that circle, okay, to almost a perfect square, okay? Let's make sure our hands are kind of the same size, okay? So now all I have to do, same thing with that one, is get that thumb in there, okay? We got that thumb in there. 1, 2, 3, boom. Maybe a little knuckle action. Let's put that protest sign in there. Okay. This can be whatever you want. I don't even know if you might be not into Black Lives Matter. That's cool, but you could be into the environment. You could be into all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this drawing could serve you well. You could utilize it for anything that you wanted. Okay, let's work on this face right here. I'm gonna go ahead and make a nice nose and then build the eyes off that. Now I'm just gonna kind of do something simple. I'm just gonna do a profile, okay? So I'm just gonna do a profile nose. Okay, that could be any nose that you want. Profile noses are really easy to draw. You can draw them pointy, long, skinny. You can tell what age, identity of anyone through their nose in a lot of ways of how you draw, okay? So I'm just gonna draw one little nostril right here because technically it's 3/4 perspective, so we really wouldn't see the other nostril over here. Now this is 3/4 perspective, so I want one eye big and one eye small. I'm gonna go ahead and draw my eyes out here, just regular, like if they were eyeballs. And then together, let's kind of chop them up. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit of emotion here. I think what I wanna do is, I'm gonna make my character, I'm gonna bring my brow down a little bit, okay? My brow down. So I'm gonna cover up cover up a little bit of the eyeball that I had, okay? I think it's important that my character is looking straight forward, so I'm gonna have my character, his eyes close to the edge but not on the edge. But the difference that I want in this is, I feel like my character is passionate. And so I feel like we need to have a little bit of brows that kind of come down a little bit with a little bit of anger. So they kind of come down a little bit at an angle, okay? I'm gonna come and get an ear right here. Again, this can be more feminine, this can be more masculine, whatever you want, okay? I'm gonna do a mouth here. My character is protesting, so that means my character is yelling, okay? So it means my mouth has to be long, so it looks like my character is exhaling, is speaking or yelling. So I wanna do teeth top and teeth bottom, so I actually have this space in the middle where I can do a tongue to kind of really get that projection out of there. Okay? All right. This is what I'm gonna do. Right now, we have a really great pencil drawing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my ink pen and I'm basically gonna draw all my clothes, all my detail over top of this skeleton. Let's go. What you learned today can give you the power to actually use art to resist, okay? You have the power to make change. Whatever you want to do with the images today, the most important thing is protest, all right? The most important thing is to get your voice out there. Now listen, everybody, stay safe, stay creative, wash your hands. I'll talk to you guys soon.